Hey everybody, welcome to BombSquad. I'm Dan Stacy, and you are about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and exploding dice to tell a good story. And, were you doing something? Because I wasn't looking.
I was
zoned
mimicking you. I'm
sorry.
After
It's perfect. RPG MRE for today, David.
Coffee!
It's Friday night, ladies and gentlemen.
I was sitting here just realizing I'm going to have been up for almost 24 hours. Not quite. It'll be just shy by the time we finish this. But MRE, what is it?
RPG.
MRE of the day is my own. Well, it's not my own, but I make them the best. Protein bars. So these are clean eating. Although there is no objective definition of clean eating. However, these are basically protein powder. It's the protein powder, crispy rice, which usually I'll use brown rice Krispies because it's a little less processed.
How many cups of each?
I don't need to go into that. 4 cups. So crispy rice, a cup of oats, and then cup of peanut butter, cup of honey, or you could use like brown rice syrup. Stay tuned on my channel, Dadbot Fitness, because a video will be coming out in the coming weeks with this recipe. I would like to pass them around because these are my dessert at night. Like
peanut butter,
they're phenomenal.
Peanut butter.
You can have whatever I'm done with.
Smallest one.
Whatever I'm done with.
They are. I mean, they're relatively calorie dense. But not too bad, you know, because
the
peanut
rest
butter
are for
and honey.
Zach.
But they truly are glorious. May I have one more?
Yeah.
That's all right, Zach.
You finally brought what I love.
I know. I was like, Zach, let me think. Can you eat what's here? Hey, what's happening? Oh, it's like magic. Magic. Here you go, Zach. You can have all the rest. If you need more, I still have enough more in the pan.
That's okay.
Anyways, cheers.
Awesome.
Your best frozen.
That's fair. Alright. So let's dive into the next explosive episode of BombSquad. So where we left off,
I saved everyone's life.
Kind of.
Sort of.
Yes.
Except food tape.
Right. Where we left off.
Oh, and the troll.
Yes, the troll. The room they discovered was rigged to explode in case things went poorly, and things were going poorly. So Futeg made sure that the room exploded. Tiri called out that everyone should go down in the tram cart that's set up where the Hob Archers went. Iliad spotted a tunnel that goes down as well, and he shouted for everybody to go that way. The way things panned out, everybody followed Iliad. Tiri is headed off on her own in a cart, in a trolley.
Not alone. I am never alone.
That's true. That's very true.
Bites the bar.
Futeg, in a last attempt, rolled a grenade towards the party, but Ingrid was able to slap it back towards him. Brick wanted to carry him down with them, but was unsuccessful in that. Turn this down a little bit. So, we pick back up as Tiri. You look back to see if you can see your party members one last time, but the building, the stone opening just collapses with stone as the final explosions go off and everything's rumbling. You're trying to control the little cart as it's on the tracks headed downhill into the tunnel before you.
Is it lit?
For now. It does lead into darkness, but there are some torches lighting the way right now.
Okay. I'm willing to ride this a little bit, but as soon as we're past any kind of lights, I'm hopping out of this thing.
Okay. All right. And let's see. The rest of the party, as you dive in, Brick, you maybe give one last final look, and you just hear, you can't quite see as you dive into the hole because it goes straight down right away, but you hear one additional. It was probably the grenade going off. And perhaps you have a thought for the poor troll that last you knew was continuing to smash tables because that's what he was told to do.
The same table.
Yeah, it's still going at it. But the tunnel collapses and closes in on you, and rocks are starting to fall down on you guys, and you guys are almost falling. So I'm gonna have everybody roll agility, except for Tiri. But the party members going down, roll agility to see how you're doing.
Are some people still bolstered? I didn't bolster my agility, but I don't know if anybody else did.
Yeah, the bolster is still up.
So I do 2.
Yep.
Right.
And take the highest.
Landed on its side and I moved the die.
Gosh.
Just re-roll.
No, I'll take it because it's a low roll. I feel like I'm cheating if I
10.
don't.
I rolled a nat 1,
Oh dear.
but I got a 9.
Okay.
I did not roll a nat 1, but I rolled a 6.
We all are just like shaking up.
Oh,
Okay.
I went down first, to be fair. I don't know.
You did go down first, yep. Now, okay, so, Ingrid's falling. You can try to use your because right now you're in the form of a cockroach. You can try to use your wings, but it's pretty tight space. So
And
we're
my
gonna say
wings are
right
stubby.
now- Yes, it's true, because you have a hump. And you're a cockroach. But right now you're getting banged around as you're falling down. Iliad, what'd you roll?
A 10.
You're still falling. You weren't able to grab onto the sides, but you're at least straight pointed, and you can see just before the darkness takes over the whole tunnel, Ingrid is bouncing back and forth as she's falling down. Demeter actually rolled a 15. What's that?
As a cockroach.
As a cockroach, yeah, it's the cockroach Ingrid going down. So Demeter's actually able to get some control. He's using his hammer to kind of create some resistance as he's sliding down and trying to gain control. You rolled a 6, so you're falling onto Demeter and hitting into him. So it's going to be a little rough start here. So we're going to do these 3 first, and then we'll switch to Tiri. Because you guys are basically doing a timed event, because the tunnel is collapsing as you're going down it. Okay, so I'm using a little system Great Mustache did. Thank you, sir, for giving me the rundown on that. So everybody tell me one action that you're going to use to help the party move forward. Unfortunately, with the agility rolls, you're starting with 1 failure. So if the failures build up, you need to get 6 successes as a party to succeed in surviving this. If the failures build up, then bad things happen. So you're going to be rolling against a challenge rating that I set. You can only use an attribute once. So choose wisely.
So we're falling. We're all sort of
Right now you're all
falling.
relatively falling.
Is it like at an angle or is it straight down?
It's straight down currently. Yes.
Okay.
Can I, so I fell onto Demeter?
Yes.
So he's below me falling.
Yes.
can I, like, grab him and try to twist him above me and then, like, use some boosters to limit speed downfall?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sure. So you're rolling movement then with your jetpack.
Right, unless you want me to roll for something to get into that position.
No, because what we're doing is this is like a special kind of event situation.
Okay.
So we're gonna pick which
like a quick
attribute
time
makes
event.
the sense. Yeah, correct. So Demeter will also roll with that. He'll go with you. He's gonna use his might.
15.
15. Okay, that's a success. 1. Okay. And Iliad, what are you doing?
Well, you said I could see where I was falling, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. Well, my initial instinct was to pull out my flute and relax everyone, like in a car accident. You know, they say if you're asleep, you'll be fine. But it would kind of contradict the fact that they're using might and movement. So,
Sure.
Well, I could fall asleep.
Right, yeah.
Theoretically. I don't know
all right.
the ins and outs.
I guess. I mean, I can't think of anything else to use other than agility to try and
Sure.
control my fall.
You have healing with influence as well. You know, you can think about different things like keeping people able to take some hits, all that stuff. Now, there's more rounds. We're going to keep going around. So you're going to roll agility right now to kind of get in control of the situation.
Get in control, and my hope is if we could, I don't know if it would make it worse or better if we could try and connect somehow. Like, no, it probably would make it worse.
Oh, reach out and kind of...
like,
sure.
to stay together.
Yeah. All right, roll your agility.
All right. I have I'm blanking. Oh my gosh, 19.
19. That's success. All right. So you kind of really get in control of your fall, and you reach out to try and help Cockroach Ingrid, and you reach back for Brick now, who has spun around with Demeter, and you're all you're connecting the two groups together. Ingrid, what are you doing?
I was thinking about using resistance, so I can kind of. It's something like you can create a magical force field or temporary mutation. So I was hoping to do something to the rocks to make them like stop the fall of the rocks, I guess, coming down on us.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know if that would be resistance, but it'd definitely be your alteration.
I could do transmutation.
Yeah, it might be more
instead.
Transmutation, basically. But it's alteration for this, yeah.
Okay,
So
and I'm
really
still
alteration.
bolstered.
Yep.
Yay! Good, because I needed that. 16, 17, 18, 19.
19. It works. So as you guys are falling, you can see as the rocks are starting to tumble down at you, several other rocks start to jut out and catch the rocks that are falling now. And it's holding back the collapsing tunnel for the moment. So that's another success. Okay, and now we come around, and as that's everybody, right? So Demeter, I did roll for him, yes.
Okay.
And he did succeed. Sorry, I didn't call it out. So he succeeded in helping Brick. So you guys have slowed your fall. You're all connected, and you've stopped some rocks from coming down. And you hit the ground, and you kind of all roll because it kind of takes a kind of a slide, and you hit that telltale, slippery, mushy wet webbing that you recognize as Mara webbing. You're starting to slide, and you slide into a Mara scavenger that's trying to run away from the collapsing tunnel. So that's the next kind of hurdle you gotta jump. So once again, now you can't use the attribute you've already used, so you gotta think of a different attribute. How do you help the situation? We'll go Ingrid, Iliad, Brick, since that's the order you guys are kind of falling in. So Ingrid, you're coming up on the Maru first.
Ah, okay. Oh, am I supposed to do something now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to. Can I use my cane and bat it away, out of the way, like maybe like a knockdown or push or something.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have
I have agility.
agility? Knockdown with agility. So yeah, roll agility.
Okay. Can I do it with agility? Is that Bane knockdown?
Yeah, Bane knockdown. I'm pretty sure
let
you
me
can
just
do
check,
it with
make
agility.
sure. Agility. Okay.
Yeah.
It was gonna be good. 10.
10. Okay.
It was
That is a
almost
fail.
really good.
So you're trying. You. Let's say that you go to swipe with your cane and you realize I'm a cockroach. So your cockroach like just kind of like at it, and the Maro's like trying to kind of look back, and it's moving. It's like going 360 around trying to get away, and slowly the bridge that you made is starting to break, and the tunnel's starting to collapse some more. Okay, so we come to Iliad.
Okay, I'm going to use on the cockroach. No, not the cockroach.
That's me!
Whoops.
Wrong bug!
I had it and then I lost it. I think immobile. Just kind of leave him there in the dust.
Okay, sure.
So it's with influence.
Perfect.
Or agility, but I already used agility.
You already used agility, so you're rolling influence.
Come on. 13.
Oh,
come on!
Just short.
No!
Okay. One more fail and it's not good. All right.
Rick.
So you're trying to as you guys hit and slide, you're trying to get control of your flute and you just can't grab onto it. And the cockroach you were holding onto is flailing wildly.
Me?
Yeah, that's you. Because you're trying to swat it. So it's up to Brick.
Okay, I am going to do incapacitated with agility
Okay.
on the Maru
Yep.
because it's agility.
Mind over matter. Please.
What? So that's
They both explode.
12, 17, 12, 17, 23. Does that count?
No, no.
On the table.
Okay, so 23, 25, 30, 40.
That's succeeded. Oh man. Okay,
Bubba, get that for me.
As Iliad and Ingrid are fumbling with each other, so Brick, you just turn around, you kind of grab on Iliad and pull yourself over, and you just bam, punch that Mario, and the Mario just goes unconscious, and you guys kind of
the legs
past
fold,
that.
do the legs fold.
Yes, it totally does that.
Wait, are we all still moving?
Yeah, you all sliding, so you kind of all roll over, and it's just a mess. And then Demeter's gonna try and push everybody, speed up the descent because the thing that Ingrid did is starting to fall apart, and he succeeds big time. So there's boom, boom. Okay, so as Brick pounds into that Maru and you guys roll over the body, and Demeter gives this push, so he pushes against now Iliad and Brick and Iliad push against Cockroach, Ingrid, and Malik he's just hanging on to the hump this whole time. Just right. So you all take a sudden whoosh and you go down again and start sliding. So last round here, one more thing you can all do. You're going really fast and down as you're sliding on the Maru webbing, and the tunnel collapsing is starting to sound like it's farther away.
We have to use a different attribute again.
Yes, correct. And we're starting with Ingrid.
I know.
So you need 2 more successes and you've got this.
I want to use perception
What if we
to
get
see
A
where
better
we're.
way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because you're leading
one
the
more
slide.
fail.
One more fail, it's not
Just one.
Yeah, that's
ha-
where it is right now.
We can't get another fail.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna activate my lucky
All right.
and do this.
Let's do it.
17.
That's enough. You succeeded. All right, and the lucky will come into play in just a bit.
Yeah.
So you're kind of, as Demeter pushes and now you're leading the charge, you kind of you make your cockroach body aerodynamic and you're just bobsledding down and you're seeing each rock that needs to come and you're dodging it. So Iliad, you're up next.
I'm thinking bolster or heal in preparation for
Sure, everyone's you have bolster up right
bolster,
now.
so let's
Heal
do
is
heal.
instantaneous. Everyone's been taking a beating as you're
Yeah,
going down.
let's
so
do
you might
that
as well.
presence.
I'm fine.
So you're totally doing the what do I want to say? Oh, what's the movie? Cool Runnings. Like you're the guy in the back singing the song, and it's like, come on, everybody, we got this. I can't remember what they say.
Don't worry, be happy.
24.
There it is. Ding 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 ding. That was close.
Do the mom thing.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
So Iliad's in the back going, I just remembered. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
It's pushka time.
I can't remember exactly what it says, but so Iliad's encouraging and everyone feels this like bolster of energy as you all take one more dive, a spin, and all of a sudden you get spit out into this room and you just go tumbling to the floor, all rolling out, and you hear the collapsing as the tunnel collapses and some rubble falls down.
Can I save my lucky now?
What's that?
Recanted.
I know.
No. I'm gonna do it. Don't worry. It's coming up. So, okay. Everyone's only gonna take 2 points of damage on that fall thanks to Iliad's heal.
On top of what we lost the last time, correct?
Yes, correct. You haven't healed yet. That's 2 points of damage there. And as you all skid down to the ground, Ingrid, your cockroach body slides the farthest because you're still aerodynamic. You kind of do this little spin, and you're just staring at these pair of shoes. And we go to Tiri.
Okay. So, in a minecart.
You are in a minecart, taking out the tunnel has just collapsed. There's a lot of still, like, it feels like that amount of explosions might be starting to do an avalanche. You're not sure what's exactly going to come down.
Yeah, so
now.
it's hard to tell
Everything
if it's still like continuing down
Right.
ahead. So first thing is I want to look up ahead. What is coming up in my future trek?
Yep.
Oh, nice. 19.
There are two figures on the edge of your perception that are just booking it down the
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
And you are gaining on them because this is definitely a track going downhill. It looks like they have to use the pump thing to go up. You're going down, and they're just running as fast as they can. And so you're definitely gaining on them as you approach.
Oh, can I hop up with like one leg on each side of the cart and start whining?
Absolutely. Roll me an attack, please. And I think the speed in which you're approaching will balance out the multi-targeting there. So just roll a straight roll for this one.
22. Can I 1-2 this?
Absolutely, yes. It's been a rough little time here for you, and this is the bolster you needed. As you're like jump up, you do a nice little split. You get your balance as you're going, and the wind is blowing in your hair. It almost feels like you're back outside in the open air, and the two goblins are just running, and they're like looking back. They see you coming, and they're trying to run more. They're like shooting arrows at you, and but like they're just blindly shooting. So just going by every once in a while, you just ting ting with your hammer, and then they get close enough, and two heads just go flying, just as rolling down. As you are focused so much on attacking it, though, you realize that the track splits, and you have a moment where you can either hunker down or try to switch the track.
If I don't know where either one is going.
Correct. One goes off to the left, one goes off to the right. They're both going downhill.
Don't know where they're going.
Yes.
Is it raining?
So you can take it how it is and hunker down to get yourself safe, or you can try to switch the track, but you'll still be up on your feet balancing.
Oh, let's go with crazy option 3. Since I'm already up there, I want to try and destabilize the cart. bounce left, right, left, and try and pull it onto its side.
Okay.
Ride it kind of like, just see if I can get it to like skid, and then if I need to, I could like duck inside. But that's my idea, is to destabilize it.
Destabilize. Okay, roll a might.
Right. Okay. 11, 19. Oh, this explodes.
Oh yeah.
25.
Awesome. All right. So what do you want with the destabilize? Do you want it like
Let's
up on
go-
one wheel, or do you want it to come completely off the tracks?
I want it to come onto its side. So rock left, right, pull it over to the left so it's skidding on its side.
Okay.
Just not falling off of the cart.
Not you.
I don't want to fall off the cart. I still want to be
Gotcha.
like hanging onto the side as this thing is skidding and spinning.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
We're not riding this roller coaster all the way down.
All right. So you're rocking and rolling, and it takes that turn to the right, and it starts to go, and you almost lose it, but then you whip it back over to the other side, and you're sliding on the side now, and it's going
Lots of
into the
sparks,
dirt.
loud screeching sounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
It's a mess. You hear rumbling behind you, and you think that the tunnel's probably collapsing more as it's coming down. But it sounds like it might be slowing down. You might be getting far enough away from it.
Okay, I'm not looking back yet.
As it digs into the ground and it comes to a full stop, you just take a breath to listen. Everything settles. You don't see too much. All you have for light right now is a few stone flowers.
Okay.
And then you hear, and you look over to your side, and you see a couple Mario scavengers just quick go into a hole and run off down that way. So you have the tunnel before you, and then you have this Mario tunnel going off with some scavengers.
Okay.
Silence behind you.
That was a close one. I think I'm gonna take a breather.
Okay.
I know I'm like excitement, but I think it's time for a breather. I'm gonna check on Pam. And I guess right now, a nice little tip car can make a bunker. So we're going to nestle in and take a breather and just reconnect.
Perfect.
Maybe time.
This is a good point to switch over to the other people then. So, before we find out who the boots belong to, Iliad, there's a moment where... let me see here. Let's do...
That's how I feel.
Okay.
Chug
Yes,
that coffee.
As you, as everyone falls and Ingrid slides in and sees those boots, you fall and hit your head for a second, and everything goes black. Mm-hmm. And it's like time stops for you for a moment.
That's a high-level spell.
Yeah. You just feel like you're underwater, is the best way to describe it. But it's not like you can't breathe. You just have that sense of weightlessness, and you can feel the wetness on your skin and bubbles passing by you. And as you kind of flutter your eyes open, you realize you are underwater, and you can see water rippling above you, like sunlight hitting the water above you. And then you realize your parents are right in front of you, and they're holding each other's hands, and they're reaching for you. But the bubbles that keep coming past you keep bubbling up, and they're floating up to the surface, but you feel like you're sinking, and you try to reach for them, and they're just holding their hand out to you. Your father has his flute, your flute, in his hand, reaching towards you, and your mother is holding the necklace that you wear. And both are trying to reach for you, and as they let go, the two items start floating down to you, and you're trying to reach for them. Roll your will.
6.
Yeah.
24.
24. All right.
Yeah.
You feel like there's a presence trying to pull you down into the deep darkness of the bottom of the ocean, but you fight against it and you start swimming as hard as you can, and you grasp onto your flute and you grasp on to the necklace and you hold them close and you keep trying to swim. You know you're crying, but you can't feel it because you're underwater, and you're reaching, but your parents pass the surface of the water, and the drops of water dripping past them make the reflection distorted. And as it distorts, they're kind of like this, like their arms are outstretched and they're holding each other's hands, but they almost start to V so that their feet are touching. And as they do that, through the ripples, again, this is through the ripples of the water, so everything's distorted, they almost seem to form the image of a bird with wings outstretched. And you feel something come underneath you and lift you up toward the water, and you hear as if a voice is punching through some kind of resistance. And it's a voice that you feel like you should know. It says, Althean, Iliad Althean, hear my voice and answer. And as you try to reach out for that voice, you suddenly crest the water and take in this deep gulp of breath, and you just get this flash of a fierce bird's eye staring at you. And you hear the voice say, I have kept my promise. Remember who you serve. And then you hear this dragon's roar in the background, and everything goes black, and you suddenly snap out, and you're also on the ground with everybody else, staring at a figure who can join us now, finally. Yes.
Yay! Move on.
What?
Money!
This went weird.
I don't know.
Okay, can I fit? Okay, sorry. All right. Do I start?
Yes? So, Mari, my dear,
Yes.
you had a plan.
And I'm pissed now.
Everything was silent. Everything was exactly how it should be. There was no goblins in the room to bother you. And then there was a rumble and a tumble. And a bunch of things fell out, and this giant cockroach has just spinned onto the floor in front of you at your feet. Ingrid, what does Ingrid see as she looks up?
She sees, well, she first looks and thinks it's a kid, but then kind of squints a little more and realizes, no, okay, this girl is kind of dressed like an official. And it's a halfling female with kind of like a bobbed blonde hair, kind of like this, and what?
Sorry, I know who you are.
You know, never mind then. So and she kind of has, you know, like I said, dressed as an official kind of like government person, but like fantasy kind of esque, and has this cape with that has a symbol on it, and has a pendant of the dragon faith. So make the connection.
Yeah.
And she just looks at everyone and is angry because her plan has been foiled. She's like, what does she say? She's like, by the dragon, what have you done, you fools?
And
That's what
I'm
happens.
going to just be upside down.
Yeah.
Is this pure roleplay right now?
Yep,
Yeah.
RP it up.
All right, I'm just gonna
Whee! That's a yell out.
do we like land on our backs or what?
Well,
That's what
I
I
think
did.
you're on your stomach.
Okay.
Ingrid's kind of spun and flipped all the way around and is laying on her back.
I'm
Iliad's-
levitated. I don't know about you guys.
I think Demeter is on your back. You guys, because he was pushing against you, so you guys kind of slammed down. You're just
Okay.
a pile. You're just a pile.
I'm gonna like pretty roughly push Demeter off of me and just stand up and like get my blades out and just walk up. And
You're like towering over me.
Not gonna say
like,
anything.
I'm tiny.
Brick!
Brick, stop!
I think she's...
Maury! The agent. Remember, she's that halfling blonde? Yeah?
The cockroach is
close.
saying all these things.
You trying to fight?
Then I'm just gonna, like, Brick's gonna take like 2 or 3 labored breaths, and then the helmet's gonna and come back, and the blades are gonna detract.
Oh, so you're a man. What are you exactly?
Man enough.
No, you're a fool. Do you understand? I had a plan. And now that these tunnels are destroyed, I can't save the children.
That's what we're here for!
Where are they?
Well, I don't know exactly. I only know where they're being kept. I came with other soldiers, and now they also have been kidnapped. But they're slaves currently.
How long have you been down here?
2 weeks. Thank you, Ella.
Maybe 2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks, but once we came down here, we were attacked by the goblins. But fortunately, they thought I was a child. So, as me and my crew were tied up, I took that opportunity to teleport out. And I ended up in the Maru caves. But my crew did not escape. Some died, most died, and 2 are now being kept. But I have connection with them. I can teleport, talk to them, and I know that they are keeping the children. Not sure exactly why, but I have a feeling that it has something to do with the necromancer.
And
Look.
this is where Demeter... Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, Demeter say, Nimco, he is here then.
That's what I assume. I don't know what they're doing, but I am so in fear for these children. And why did you have to foil my plans? We're gonna use the tunnel to help them escape. Now what are we supposed to do?
We'll make a new tunnel. Where are the kids? I don't care about any of this. Where are the kids?
All I know is that there is a room where some are kept, but I see them being dragged out.
Then we go there and we take them.
We'll have to take the tunnels.
Which tunnels?
The Maru tunnels. It's the only way around it.
Have you navigated these already?
Thankfully, due to my teleportation powers? Sure.
I mean, she can describe it however.
I don't know.
Her gifting.
My gift. I can, but I don't know how to bring you all along with me.
Just point me where to punch and I'll go.
There is a room. So far, a halfling and a human child were taken out, but there's still a gnome left in this room. A child gnome.
Wait. No, well, first gnome. But, if you have been scurrying around here, perhaps she can use her knowledge and we compare it to the maps. Maybe we can find
You have
a
maps?
way out. We have maps from, long story, but it is maps of the old dwarven kingdom that the goblins took over. Perhaps if we compare it to your knowledge, we can find out where we are in correlation to these maps.
Yes. Let me take a look.
And as you're about to start looking, you hear the sounds of goblins coming.
What? Crap.
So there's a doorway. So you guys are in this room. Well, actually, before we move, I think as you're hearing goblins coming, we're going to cut over to Tiri, actually.
Okay.
Who's taking a break. And something happens, Tiri. What's Tiri doing while she's taking a break?
Feeding a baby.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
You're tucked into this tipped over cart, having a nice mama and baby moment. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, those Mara scavengers come out and peek out to see if you're still there. And then they scurry back into that hole, and you're just sitting there. And as you're doing that, you hear from your pack, or wherever you store your special device, the sound of it starting to activate.
It only very rarely does that. So, scurry, scrounge, grab, pull it out.
Yep.
Spinning, twisting, adjusting itself. All right, I'll start peeking through the different lenses.
As you peek, the first thing you get a sense of, because it's not so much that you see, but you get a sense, and it's because of everything that's happening right now, your heart's thinking about Ulysses right now. And you get that same sense that he's on the move again. Everything seems okay, seems the same, which maybe confuses you as to why it would activate itself. And as you're thinking about Ulysses, suddenly you actually, for a moment, hear a voice you haven't heard in a while, and it just says, "Ma?"
Aww.
Oh, my heart!
And you then suddenly get this this feeling of spider legs all over you for a second, and then they rush away, and you one last "Ma!"
There's a scream out, "Peter!"
And that's all you get. And as you scream Peter, the Marus, they had come to peek, they run away really quickly.
I'm gonna do my best to take some peeks and get some sense of direction here.
Okay, roll your precog.
Why don't I remember this?
It's the thing she looked at to see the path ahead, to see if it was okay.
Except she wasn't.
Except she was
looking
checking
at
on Ulysses. Because it only sees her
I
family.
vaguely remember that.
For us, this was like 4 months ago.
Right.
We haven't been down here that long, have we?
No, he means in real
I
life.
mean in real life.
IRL.
IRL.
You
D4s
get,
explode easily.
yes. That was really good. So you get the sense, as you're trying to get it, you get the sense, follow the Maru tunnels. That's going to take you to your family.
All right, Pim. Let's pack up. We're gonna go find your brother. So I'm gonna wrap her up, tuck her reassuringly back in the pack, and just like, we're gonna go find your brother. And I'll find wherever one of those rapscallions started to tuck her off to, and big tunnel or small, stinky, slimy, webby, we're going.
All right. You dive in, and it's everything you just said.
There we
Sticky,
go.
slimy.
Bring it on.
You're pounding. You can hear those two Maru that kept peeking on you, scurrying ahead. They're running away from you. And we'll pick back up with you guys in the next episode of BombSquad. Because I didn't start my timer right, so I have no idea how long we went over. But yes, anyways, we will pick up right then. Thanks, Nate, for sitting in for a couple minutes.
That's
So,
right.
welcome, Janae, to the party.
Yay.
And she's been waiting like multiple sessions for this.
So I was like, I think it's gonna be this one, so be ready.
We're so slow.
Okay.
There you go. We're learning.
Yeah.
We're learning. So anyways, thank you so much to all the people who let us use their sound, music, and ambience. Check out the links in our description. Check them out. And I haven't mentioned it before, but of course, check out DadBot. I've got the links in our description for that. He's got the recipes for some of the stuff he's done, and it's constantly being updated. There's always new ones coming out. Every week. And Heromuster, of course, thank you very much, and definitely use that. And last but not least, Open Legend RPG. Check out the website, join the Discord, listen to the Dream podcast, guys, anywhere you find podcasts for another Actual Play Open Legend show that's going on currently. And we'll see you next week. Bye.